Hi everyone. Tonight, with the Gauntlet, we are playing the game Volley Boys, which is inspired by Haikyu and other sporting anime. Volley Boys is by Kevin Nguyen of Win Conditions, and is a belong outside one game. So there's no GM, or maybe we're all GMs. So my name is Donna. My pronouns are he, him. Today I'm playing the Genius, one of the playbooks. My character's name is Dale, who uses they, them, or he, him pronouns. Dale is sleek and sharp and is a spiker. Dale is jealous of Sky, who is really, really popular and is so awesome on that skateboard of his. And Dale wishes that Uto understood them better, specifically how important volleyball is in Dale's life. Okay, so let's continue around the table with introductions from the rest of our players and their characters. Darren, how about you?
Oh, okay. My name is Darren, he, him. I'm playing Werner, he, him, who is a former soccer player who from another school who recently joined the team, and he plays blocker.
Any extra details you want to add about the bonds between characters?
Oh, sure. Yeah, Dale has taken him under their wing because Werner has some really good raw athleticism, but does not know the technical skills and fundamentals of volleyball well. And he has a very brash exterior, but actually tends to privately berate himself a lot and feel underconfident.
Well, I'm the real, I'm a he. So my character, I will play Uto. Uto is the libero in the team, mostly defensive player. Uto thinks he's really going to make it in the volleyball, but he hasn't got enough talent, so he can only train and try. So he tries a lot. Dale knows Uto hasn't really got talent or promise, physical capacity, physical power or quickness. So it's not despised, but he frowns on Uto's performances. Also, Werner is a good friend, someone who at the end of the training session can lift the morale up for Uto after all the fails.
Okay, great. And Sabine, how about you?
Hi, my name is Sabine. I use any pronouns, and I'm playing Sky. Sky uses he, him pronouns. Sky is the skeptic. Sky is a skateboard guy, actually. He would rather be out riding a skateboard, making videos of himself riding the skateboard, but sadly enough, his parents were like, no, Sky, you need to go and join a sports team for credits and stuff like that. And he was like, and then, yeah, he tossed a coin and ended up in the volleyball team. But it's kind of fine. These guys are kind of nice. And I mean, Dale's always on my case not to skip practice and not forget practice. And I mean, it's okay, I guess, because I mean, they rely on me, and I shouldn't flake out on them. I know that, but no, sun's shining, birds chirping. Who wants to play volleyball, really? I mean, sure, people want to make volleyball. I think I am kind of not precisely admiring Uto, but I'm rooting for him because he's always there. He's always trying, right? He's doing his best, and it's not always the best person at doing his best, I guess. But I'm rooting for him so that it is enough what he's doing, right? So that he gets success, because I feel that he's really trying. And I admire that kind of, because maybe I'm not. Damn, should have admitted that, right? Anyway, volleyball. Let's play, or whatever you do there.
I mean, who wants to play volleyball? I can't believe he just said that. We all want to play volleyball. Imaginary volleyball, at least. Okay, awesome. So, yeah, in terms of where we want to start, do we think this is, obviously we have established relationships, so it's not like first day or anything, but maybe it's like first day of like a second term at the club or something like that. So maybe it's a chance to see each other after a while, and maybe for Dale to check in that that people have been doing all those practice routines over the break.
When is that? When would that be in the year?
So I don't
after...
know. Maybe it's January or something. Yeah, if it's like
okay,
a second term. So you know, we know each other a while, I guess.
Thank you.
So who wants to be in this scene?
And that's just this scene where we establish who we are and that we meet up again after some sort of break or something.
Yeah, maybe a scene where people are catching up or getting ready for the first practice session in a while, something like that.
I'll be in the scene, but I'll be late.
Okay.
Okay, maybe Uto could lift some balls for Dale to smash or something like that, or to serve, or I don't know.
Yeah.
To smash, probably.
Yeah, that sounds good. How about you, Darren? Do you want to be in the scene or play
Sure,
NPC,
I could be on the other side of the net trying to block your spikes. And Mr. Pickles wants to play too.
Hello.
Sorry.
That is a very beautiful cat. Wow.
I'm cat sitting. He's kind of upset because his owners aren't here. So sorry. I'm consoling him.
No problem. So yeah, I guess the net is set up in the gym or the wherever we have our practice, and yeah, maybe there's a bucket of bowls beside the net for Uto to set for Dale.
To grab and set, yeah. And first, at the beginning of the scene, we only see the empty space. There's no audience. It's mostly empty, and the balls, they thump. Like there's the noise of this procedure, like picking the ball, setting it, and spa.
Yeah, maybe it's like we have this camera shot of the top of the net and the empty seats behind, and then we just see the ball kind of come up into the frame, and then Dale jump for it. How do you think, from Werner's side of the net, what do you think this looks like?
I think he sees the spiked ball coming, and he does, like, he jumps at the right time and everything, and blocks it, but then he knocks it out of bounds. And he kind of turns his head away from everybody, and I can see in like the anime, like the red lines on his face happen, and he just kind of looks at Dale.
Come on, Werner. We're gonna be doing like 12 sets before we switch.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll do better.
And I think maybe Dale is looking back at Udo and giving him a signal to like set the ball up, exactly so high. He wants to maybe test Werner's blocking. So I have a set on the genius that is challenge someone's ability. So I think this is maybe Dale pushing Werner's technique, kind of as we had in our setup. That he's really pushing Werner to get his technique and kind of maybe hoping that Werner gets in a couple of good blocks. What's Udo's reaction, do you think, to this kind of signal?
Well, Udo is trying his best to please Dale, and he understood that's a test. That's a test for the three of them. So he just takes one step, sets, and the rhythm is always wrong, is always not right. When he takes this step, it's always a bit too slow. Maybe just that.
And Darren, how do you think Werner does with the next couple of spikes?
I was looking at my playbook, and maybe I could ask what's the least expected thing for me to do?
I'm not sure. Maybe it's obvious that Werner has been practicing. I don't know. What do you think?
Maybe like after several fails, we think like Werner has failed, but he's only been watching Dale's tactics or something like that.
Yeah. What do you think, Sabine? As our audience, what do you want to see happen in this situation for Werner?
Oh, I lost the thread here. I'm sorry. I apologize. I was looking at my moves and wondering when I could pop in. Sorry about that.
I really like that idea of Werner using this opportunity to kind of study exactly how Dale does it, and maybe like work out how to really be a better blocker than Dale can beat with his spikes. I like that kind of idea. How does that sound to you, Darren? Cool. So what does that look like? Maybe when we're coming close to the end of that dozen routines, like what does Werner pull out that maybe surprises everyone? Like a perfect block or something like that.
I think maybe he figures out how to deflect the ball back at Dale. Like he's kind of figured out Dale's like signature move and spiking.
Okay, yeah, cool. So Sabine, does Sky walk in just to see without any of that context, or maybe enough context to see Werner completely pull one out of the bag against Dale.
Yeah, cool. I like that. Yeah, Sky's, of course, rolling in on the skateboard. We'll then put the skateboard aside because, he knows. And he'll look over and says, wow, Werner, not too shabby, I guess. That I think and looks at Dale for confirmation. That was good, right? That's what he did. That was good.
And I think there's like a moment where Dale is like looking at the ball where it landed on the court, well away from where anyone on this team would have been, and like, I don't know, maybe like a look of that he knows he was genuinely bested, even though like a minute ago they were just practicing. But yeah, I think he kind of nods and gives Werner a thumbs up. It was good blocking. But yeah, I think everyone kind of sees the scowl,
So should I do it? Something here? Maybe I get the ball.
Of course, you're the setter. If you would come to the training on time, you would know what's your role on the team.
Now you're not even throwing the ball around. It's over there. I'm getting the ball. It's fine. Don't worry, Uto.
Okay, so I go on Werner's side. And now I can receive the spikes and set for him. We're on a beach volley sort of team now.
Yeah, I think it's we could almost have a quick game now, to warm up. What do you think, Sky? Ready for a real practice?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, sure thing. That's why I'm here, isn't it?
So Sky got like all his skateboarding gear still on, or is he very casual?
I think he's casual. He doesn't have any. He doesn't use skateboarding gear. Come on, this is an anime. We don't use gear.
I'm just trying to figure out what kind of skateboarder he is, But
he's the kind of skateboarder who falls on his knee and gets up because nothing happens. Nothing much happens.
Yeah.
He might have a scraped knee, but that's it. And he will say while we're warming up or something, he'll look over at you and Dale, and I don't think this is a move, but you know what? I think I will still. I will say, well, you know what? I was doing the most amazing half pipe up there, but I can see that you don't know. You're probably not interested in that. We should play ball. Is that what you say in volleyball? Is that a soccer thing, or is that a baseball thing? I get everything confused here. At least the ball's wrong.
I mean, I guess we play. We just play.
Cool.
But I think maybe.
So I'm turning.
Go ahead.
First finish your duo, and we'll do a bit with Werner.
I think Sky, when Sky mentions like just doing a bit on a half pipe, like Dale has no idea what that means. It's like a pipe. I don't think Sky smoked pipes. But yeah, he just looks. He has those kind of confusing lines in the anime. He just has no idea about this kind of stuff. So yeah, let's see what's happening on the other side of the net.
Yeah, so we're consulting with Werner. Uto is very serious. It's like a match for him. It's like for real. So we can make it. We're the strongest. And what would be Werner's reaction to this? To this it's too much, of course, for a training session.
I think he's trying to lean into it with Udo because he sees that Udo kind of gets dumped on a little on the team. So he's going to try and match Udo's enthusiasm.
So do you have a special tactics? We're gonna storm them, just simple as that. So maybe we do some. Oh, is everybody here?
Yeah, we are.
Okay, so maybe we do some balls, and some quick exchange, but someone clearly is not in the mood. I guess
I'll get in the mood. I'll probably annoy Dale by making a lot of mistakes. Like I should maybe. It's clear that I haven't practiced over the break or whatever, and I'm like, oh wow, that didn't go too well, huh? Wow. Can maybe bless you. Maybe you can you show me again how to do this? Right, where should I stand?
Yeah, so I think one of the genius's fundamentals are to point out someone's weaknesses.
Yeah.
So I think Dale walks around Sky just looking and maybe tutting at his stance, and
I've got a good balance, man. I've got good balance. I've got to tell you that. But I've asked you to teach me something, so that was a weak move for me.
Yeah. So and I will kind of step in and change your balance a little bit. Because maybe the balance you need to whatever ride your skateboard is not what's required on a volleyball court, and change. I'm like, maybe I'm changing like the angle of your shoulders so you're ready to receive a ball, and maybe like pushing you down and like putting your head up and like being really micromanaging about it, and like just kind of muttering as I do it. Say, oh, you gotta do this. You won't see the ball properly, and like that hair, you gotta get that hair out of your eyes, and all of this.
And I think Sky misunderstands what you're doing a little bit here. Gives you a grin, and winks at you and says, "Well, yeah, okay." Leans a little bit into you. Which is probably not what you were going for.
No, not this way. Like turns around and like
okay.
Stands in front of you, goes like that. You got it?
I got it.
Okay.
Throws a confused look at Udo, who stands on the other side. Like, what does this guy want from me?
But of course, Udo is too busy being into it. So it's like trying to be everywhere on a field that's too big, serving, setting, and of course Werner does a better job. So Uto is sweating during just a training session. So when he sees the lackadaisical attitude of Werner, he says, "But how can you be so?" He stops the ball and says, "How can you be so relaxed? With this kind of training, we will never win the next match with the Toguwa High School. So come on, try harder."
Would this be a good time for a flashback to before I joined the team?
Absolutely.
So I think Werner hears this from Udo, and he kind of thinks about like he was like at a practice on the soccer team, and kind of trying to act like too cool for the whole scenario, and he has a teammate is like, and he gets mad and he kicks the ball really hard, and he hits the guy upside the head with a ball, and you kind of see like the whole like birds flying around his head and stuff. And he hits the soccer pitch, and then he's kind of snapped back into the present time. Yeah, okay. All right, let's do this for real.
Hey, Warner, isn't that your old school, the Tokugawa school that we're playing the match against?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
Mm-hmm. Well, maybe you can point out some weaknesses of these guys.
Well, I wasn't on the volleyball team.
Oh, but, right.
Yeah, I can tell you about the people. How about
that? I think you see like Dale's eyebrows just like raise as he kind of realizes that, oh, Werner might have some inside information about our rivals, but then when he says, oh, I don't really know anyone on the volleyball team, I think Dale believes that completely and just like slumps. Sorry, I'm just looking at the time. I think it might be time for a break. Okay, so yeah, I think we are kind of just discussing where to go next in this episode. It's been your idea there of us going to spy on this other team sounds really cool. Do we think maybe one idea would be to maybe split up into pairs, maybe swap pairs to have a slightly different dynamic? And maybe like two of us sneak into their practice and two of us just hang around to do something much less serious. What do you think?
I was thinking because my character got kicked out of that school, I could just be like, one of you could be wearing headphones or something, or I could be texting you guys like off camera.
Cool. I want to wear a bob and sunglasses and maybe a newspaper.
Yeah. To go completely ridiculous spy teenage action, right? Sounds awesome. So do we think who do we want to be doing the spying, and who do you want to be like hanging out, guarding the door, or just hanging around?
You guys do the spying. I do the hanging around. I feel that is usually my thing. Maybe I'll take Werner. He knows the school. He knows the layout. He can point me at the right places to I mean,
To skate. The right place to skate.
no, I mean, I know where to skate, dude. I mean, the right places to stand around and watch out, keep a lookout for you, my dear teammates. I'm not a total thing. Damn it. I heard now.
Oh yeah, the north side emergency door does not work. You just go through it. No alarm. No alarm.
Okay.
So I've got my bob, my sunglasses, and I think we've got earphones, like plugs.
Yeah.
That will be very practical, so we can speak out loud.
Yeah. So I think, maybe Dale has borrowed a tracksuit top from Werner from his old days at the academy, so he looks like he blends in a little bit. And I think he's also wearing like a baseball cap, kind of covering his face a little bit. So yeah, we're trying to be completely not suspicious. So yeah, I mean, Darren, do you wanna what's a practice at this academy like? Is this like unlike our version, which was completely empty, just the four of us, maybe the other team members coming in late? Like, is this a full crowd and like cheerleaders and like completely over the top for this all-star volleyball, or is this kind of more like ours?
Yeah, I was thinking maybe it's a lot snootier than our school, and there's cheerleaders who are kind of like Karens in training, and yeah, the whole thing looks fancier. They have nicer equipment, etc.
So yeah, I'm gonna use I have a set which is introduce an old rival. So I've added a new character to our set characters sheet, a guy called Hero, who is like maybe a star, maybe a star blocker or a star setter, or someone who would have gone face to face with Dale maybe last season. So yeah. And I think Udo can't help but notice that Dale is kind of fixating on this guy, kind of looking at exactly what he's doing, how he's setting off the block or whatever.
Meanwhile, I went into the training room of our rivals, but only to go towards the audience. And there I am surrounded by a pack of cheerleaders. So I improvise. What can I do? So I say, I try to put on my mustache right back on place, and I'm stuttering something about I'm looking for my daughter. She should be training here with you cheerleaders, but it really doesn't work, and I'm red like a tomato, so it's going down real fast.
I think these girls will just heckle the heck out of you. Like, what are you doing? This is not a real mustache. Come on. What are you trying? Who are you? What are you trying to do here? Are you a creep or what? No.
No, I'm not at all trying to pair you girls. So I put my mustache and sunglasses away, and I confess I was just trying to spy on your cheerleader practice, so we could have a better cheerleader team in our high school. So I'm here to study, rather seriously.
Oh, you're a boy cheerleader. That's awesome. These guys are in love. I mean, yeah, come on, a boy cheerleader is rare enough. That's awesome.
I know what is the next scene for me, what is the end of the scene for me. And I just changed one disguise for another.
Well,
let's let that comic moment percolate for a little while and swap over to Werner and Sky. Where are you guys at?
At the north side, I guess. Where I'm just hanging out with Werner and yeah, just say you're you're not really into that volleyball thing, right?
Oh, no, I mean, I'm doing the best I can.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are all right.
Yeah, right. I mean, Dale's a bit intense. I mean, I don't know what he wants from me. Last time at practice, he was just touching me all over. And I mean, okay, why not? But then he was totally weird about that. I don't get him at all.
It can be kind of hard to read. Not sure what that is, I think if you don't like it, you should say something.
It's not that I don't like it. I mean, he's kind of cute, but I would like to know where I'm at with him, right? Does he want something? Doesn't he want something? I mean, I'm not a mind reader. Maybe there's a volleyball code thingy going on that I don't understand.
Yeah. I don't know. You could just, I think Dale likes boba tea. You could, just say, hey, do you want to get some tea after practice or,
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You want to talk strategy, right?
Oh, yeah. Thank you. That's a good tip. I will think about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, he starts giving Sky directions to the gym and, oh yeah. Okay. There's a rumor that locker 32B has beer in it. So I don't know, take that, do what you want with it.
Dude, I don't drink and drive.
No.
That is a road to disaster, my man.
Yeah. I think my ex-girlfriend's probably still a cheerleader. So I really, really don't. Yeah, I'm not going in there. So, I'm going to be on the phone here.
Okay. You don't want to run into her.
Yeah, I can watch.
Okay, I'll go and have a look around, see what's what. Maybe you know what? If there's beer, I could put it out, and maybe they'll drink it, and then they'll get into trouble. Yep. Right? That would be good for us.
Good call.
You're a sneaky one, Werner. I like that.
Well, glad I'm making good with the team.
I mean, I'm only half part of the team, I feel, but I think we'll do all right.
Oh yeah, the coach seems to like you, so that's good. Or I'm sorry, our star player seems to like you, so.
Yeah.
That's a good sign.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I mean, could be worse, right? And I'm running towards the door, turn around, wink at you. Could be soccer, and then I'm out of the scene, right?
I see what you did there.
Do you think Werner runs into an old friend or someone he'd rather not? What do you think?
I mean, we have an ex-girlfriend on the table, right?
Yeah.
Gosh, we could really escalate this. It could be like the principal is out looking around the grounds, and he expelled Werner. So, yeah, maybe he throws a fit. What are you doing here? You're not allowed on school grounds. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah, let's do this. So, Werner, I thought you would never come back to this school after what you've done. Like that.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I was just gonna talk to Elise, but oops, yeah, I guess maybe that was a bad idea.
And how did you thought you were going? Did you think you were going to sneak in this school with all the security we've got?
Oh no, I was going around to the front door.
But they wouldn't tell you.
He'll start walking towards the front to divert attention away from the broken door. Yeah, yeah, you're right. I probably shouldn't be here. Yeah. Could make everybody uncomfortable. Yep.
That was a mean old man. The director.
Yeah, and he just starts like kind of looking over his shoulder and walking away slowly, as if he would like to just circle back around.
Those young punks.
Yep.
So do any of us know what Werner got expelled for, or
is it time to reminisce?
Yeah, do a flashback. Tell us why you got expelled.
Oh, I think it was probably the soccer practice incident. Like he injured another student, and he's kind of like one of the less what do I want to say? He's from one of the least wealthy families at this school, so he was kind of like, this school being what it is was kind of looked down on anyway, and they don't need that kind of low class behavior at this. And you did it. We know you did it on purpose, and yeah, it's just kind of a big public dressing down.
Yeah, on reputation. Yeah, mostly on reputation.
Just looking for an excuse.
Yep. You want a playbook, Toby? Sorry.
I was as an aside, I was reading Our Haunt earlier on my train home. So there is a cat playbook in that. Right? So it's definitely possible.
So I wanted to ask Werner if it's okay that I jumped in for to make the voice of a director. That was harsh. He was a mean guy, but for me, I'm not like that.
Oh no, that was great. Thank you.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. So I feel like we should jump back to Uto. Do we think is he being gotten into some cheerleader gear to make
Give me a second. I want to see what Dale's doing before we jump back to Uto. Don't think I didn't see that you just skipped Dale.
Okay.
Come on, what's he
Sorry,
doing?
I'm not trying to avoid that. I'm just have my facilitator hat on.
Yeah, no. I wanna see Dale. Come on. Genius after all.
Yeah.
Bedazzled.
So he is like sitting in the bleachers, and kind of ignoring the general chat that's going on at this practice. And I think maybe he has like a notebook or I don't know, like a Palm Pilot or something kind of very old school, and he is like scribbling in notes and like diagrams of their moves. And I think I think he is maybe he realizes something in the practice and something that Hero does, and he like exclaims, "Oh!" And his like eyes open way too wide as he realizes this is some secret that Hero has that they're going to unleash on us in the match. And then he starts to scribble some strategies to get around it. So I've the genius has a spike. Use your rival's teachings to reach new heights. So I think there's like a big breakthrough in Dale's mind in terms of different techniques that he can use just to get around his rival's masterful defense, right? And maybe like the flashback in his head is actually to the block that Werner did in practice, and Werner's block was like exactly what Hero is doing so effortlessly and completely on purpose, right? And this is what amazed him earlier, is that he pulled something that I've only seen once before, How does that sound?
Does that hero guy, does he recognize you?
Maybe that gasp. Go ahead.
Excuse me, I want to interject. I think Uto is doing too much of a fuss with the cheerleading. Like, that's the decoy. So that wouldn't be fair.
So maybe like Dale's gasp at this kind of revelation draws Hero's attention up, but before he can make out who is in the bleachers, Uto comes out as the distraction. Does that sound like what you're aiming for?
Yeah.
So what does that look like?
We're now like a group of 7 cheerleading for the team. Of course, it shames me to say the name of the team because that's our rival team. But I'm very much into it and starting to get what cheerleading is about, and I want to spend a token to find a mentor or teacher to help master my niche, which is about rhythm. So I'm really like the Karate Kid. Uto is getting the steps right now.
That is amazing. I love that.
So it's the same. The scene now has transformed into this training session guided by the cheerleading persons, helping Uto doing that. And
so
that's it.
What do you think Uto's reaction to this, like now being the center of attention for this packed auditorium?
Oh, now it's about training. So it's perfectly, how do you say, ingrained. It's something he can control. First, he was losing it, but as it is a training session of another kind, he's just very into it, like he's been for every sport he's tried.
And I think maybe if we're like maybe putting on a director's hat, I think do we see Udo make like a connection with one of the cheerleaders who is unknown to him, Werner's ex?
Ah, I don't know who she is. She could well be Werner's ex. She's a very kind cheerleader, and she's the one who directs, who leads the gestures, like like the very tactile tennis instructor who gets behind you, holds your arm, and puts you like a puppet of sorts.
Yeah.
So yes, she's identified because she's my mentor.
Okay. Yeah.
I picture that as a silence. I don't think there's much dialogue. It's about music. So there's this very cheerful music. So we don't speak. It's all in the eyes and moves.
Darren, do you have a name for Werner's ex?
Oh yeah, I threw up a picture and stuff in the NPC. Elise.
Okay, cool.
Elise, like that.
Yeah.
Elise. Thank
Cool.
you.
So I'm sure the name might get mentioned, or maybe there will be like a double take from both people at the game. Okay.
Oh yes, so that's when we have to, when the cheerleading ends. So the girls in the cheerleading team, there's one girl who calls Elise when they go to change clothes. So they are laughing, and she calls the girl Elise, and that's how we know that's her name.
Awesome. Sky, I feel like we haven't seen you in a little while. What are you up to?
Yeah, I'm kind of trying to sabotage the other team, I guess, a little. Because, what Werner told me about the beer, I could just set that into the room and then maybe go to the coach and mention that there was something that I heard weird noises from that room. Maybe he go and check it, and maybe then something will happen that is to our advantage. I don't know. I think I do. What do I do? No, I don't want to complain. Help your teammates with something off court they're terrible at. Well, no, that's not it. Make someone incredible. I have a token. I could make someone incredibly frustrated.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I will attempt to. No, I will do that. I don't need to attempt it. So what I'm doing is actually I'm going. Yeah, and Werner's tip was just gold. I find a entire cask of beer, and it's not just beer, it's Belgian beer, so it's really high alcohol content, right? It's not like some funny little American, sorry, Darren, American beer. It's like this high voltage Belgium stuff. And Sky's like, okay, this is gonna be good. And he puts it somewhere, somewhere on the table or near the table. So it looks kind of like somebody tried to hide it, but it's really obvious. And then he wanders outside and, oh, look, there's a coach. And he's like, excuse me, I lost my way, but there are some really weird noises coming from in there. Is that your training room thingy? Maybe you should want to go and look at what's going on there. Huh? Do you have a skater arena? And I'm looking at you, Dale, Donna, as if you were the natural teacher, but I don't know who wants to pick that up.
Yeah, maybe. So is this maybe the volleyball coach? If you wanna,
yeah. I mean, I want to make them incredibly frustrated. So.
Yeah, but like frustrated because they find the beer, or just frustrated with Sky, you know?
No, I mean, they're probably frustrated because their volleyball coach finds the beer.
Yeah.
And is probably not too happy about the whole thing.
No. So, yeah, I think this coach is initially like, you know, doesn't recognize you and doesn't think that his players could do such a thing. And I think, you know, he like opens the locker as if to prove that there could be nothing there, right?
I would put it out of the locker. It's in the room. It's kind of sort of badly hidden.
Yeah.
In the room, so you can find it. I'm not going in with him. I'm just there's something weird in that room.
Yeah.
Look it up. Look for it.
And I think, you know, the like through the door you hear him like yell, and I think the door like maybe buffets open a little bit because it's a full-throated manga yell. And I think maybe out on the court, you know, even with the music and the volleyball practice in the hub, you know, you hear that yell.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
This guy's picking up his skateboard and is kind of rolling away. Like they see me rolling, waves a little at them. Goes a little out of the flag of our school, just so they know, right? Because you have to brag.
Yeah, awesome. I mean, that sounds like an end of episode kind of cut, but do you want to see a quick piece from Udo or Werner, or do we just cut there and do like next time on Volley Boys?
No, for me it was another time. That is, the training will come later. So I'm done there. One thing that serves us is that the rival team doesn't have a scene, so we are winning.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, they're all in attention now.
I could see like a scene with Werner where he's walking away from the school and he kind of flashes back to when he walked away last time, like when he got kicked out.
Yeah.
And you know, the sun's setting. He looks melancholy, and then maybe, you know, the credits roll. If that's too indulgent, just sorry.
No, I think that's
it's perfect. Can we have it would be for the audience. There will be an occasion so to remind of the name of Elise. So associate her with Werner once more. So even the 12 years old, they know what's going to happen now.
Yeah, maybe we see like Werner walking out on kind of the day of his expulsion, and then Elise like running after him to give him something of his that she wanted to return or something. So we kind of get a hint of that history now as the audience.
And that could be his soccer ball, like as a symbol.
on his shoes or something like that.
Yeah. Stuff.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I think we. So the way it's written, I think we just choose one thing for next time on Volley Boys. Yeah, we pick one of the following previews. The prompt you pick is a plot point, you incorporate it into play. It's happening, no way around it. So yeah, does any of these jump out at you as being things we must include in our next episode, which will take place right now? What do you think? It's going to be the game against our rival academy, right?
We are like for me, we're more at the beginning of the season, anime wise. So I think we should get squashed.
We should lose, yeah.
Maybe we should do some home scenes though before we start, or more maybe some sort of like normal life scenes that are not that related to volleyball. See what the characters are outside of this team, because now we have a bit of a feeling for how they interact as a team, and maybe see them in their home life or in their school life or something like that.
Yeah.
And also, I want to take Dale to this boba tea. Just saying, you're not escaping that.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I was thinking the one that says will they, won't they on the next on Volley Boys.
Okay.
Almost kiss.
There is one here that is kind of not volleyball related at all, which is half the characters get in trouble for lacking grades and are under threat of being dropped from the team. So maybe that is like a little bit of a opportunity for home life or school life outside of volleyball. I mean, maybe we can just supercharge our next time on and pick two, right? We can pick two. We can break the rules.
The difference, I think, if we have 4 total, we can make it. If we have 8 total, it will be more like a menu from which to pick, because like a sandbox, because it's or like a chocolate box, if you will, because 8 to strike 8 chords in a single session, that will be like a speed run.
Yeah, sorry, I meant like 2 total instead of 1 total.
Okay.
So it's not 1 each, it's 1 total normally. So maybe we can pick 2 total.
Oh, I'm glad I talked about it, because I was way too much. Okay.
Okay. So will we do that? Trouble over grades, and then what is our second choice?
I mean, let's go for. I mean, it's maybe not the almost kiss, but maybe it's like a. I don't know what we would learn something. Finally, answer will they, won't they? That is the scene.
Oh, okay.
That's the boba tea scene.
Okay. So check that one, and
cool.
Okay. Do you want to take a quick break now and come back in 5 minutes? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so we're back for episode 2 of Volley Boys. Should probably think of an actual name for this show, or even of the episodes. I think this episode will be called T for 2 or something like that. I guess we're all back at our school, doing normal school stuff. Do we think we want to cut straight to one of our next times? I think or do we want to hint at grades being an issue? Maybe we want to test, right?
Yeah, what test is it? Math? Math is always terrible for everyone, right?
Oh,
Except- Sorry.
maybe we could each have, like, we could have different subjects we're
Mhm.
flailing at, because they're indicative of our.
Yeah, I like that. Mhm. Cool.
Like, I could see Varner failing humanities.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, so what's Uto failing at?
Pretty much everything. Mostly things you have to, no, but not by a lot, but just a bit everywhere, because you've got to learn, and he spends a lot of time training. And when the lights, maybe that could open the anime episode. The light, everything is dark, and we only hear the footsteps, squeak, squeak, and the ball bouncing in the training gym. And is working too hard on this and not getting anywhere. And of course, when he gets home, trying to sneak into the house like nothing happened. Or the desktop in his room, there's all the books, and he's got to work and to burn the midnight oil. And of course, no work can be done well working by night like that. So that's how the grades drop.
Well, I love if we could see some sort of paragraph here and seeing Uto's grades, and then you see a paragraph that slowly gets a little higher as the green one for the volleyball performance, and the red line for the normal grades. It just goes down in an ominous fashion. I love that.
So I guess the prompt is half of the characters get in trouble for lacking grades, but maybe we see Dale scraping by in maths, barely passing. I think like maybe the geometry section of the math paper he's like getting 100% on, and then everything else he is terrible at, So geometry is just like volleyball, really,
Right.
But everything else,
of course it is.
Yeah. So it's Dale is the best at volleyball, but not at anything else.
And I think Sky is struggling with English in that case. And we can see the teacher looking at him and say, Sky, that is a very innovative way of spelling parliament. I don't know why you think that there is an S in that word, but there isn't. And Sky looks kind of crestfallen. I thought maybe at the end, yes, but you put it in the beginning. So you have to work at that. And Sky's like, words are hard. Because on a skateboard there is a word, and it's kind of a graffiti, and it says "braid," like maybe it means something different. Like I'm spelling it in the tab, and maybe it means bride. Who knows? Or something totally different. Yeah. So, but it's kind of blocky graffiti thing anyway, so it might not mean anything.
So who do we think is like? Are people getting into trouble in school or at home or both? What do you think?
I was thinking also maybe that could lead to problems. But for Sky, I was thinking of maybe you if you skate, maybe you're into tagging too.
Yeah, but you don't need to know how to spell if you're tagging. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
It's not
maybe
that. It's
the teacher thinks it's an S, but in fact it's a P in a tag style.
yes, yeah, that's perfect. Yes, my writing is not exactly legible, and also I really have some trouble spelling stuff because English is a terrible language to spell in.
It's true. It doesn't make any sense. Okay.
That's my favorite part of German is the spelling is super easy.
Yeah, you write what you see mostly.
How about for Werner? Do we think there's any trouble with these grades, or
Yeah, I
is he
think
getting away with it?
it's not. Yeah, it's not great. He's doing okay, but in humanities, it's you know, he's expected to have like insight and understand symbolism, and he's just really bouncing off of that. He has to write a paper about a Shakespeare play, and he's just utterly lost. And if he doesn't get a halfway decent grade on it, he's going to fail the class. So his parents are mad. His friends make fun of him. The teacher is just super frustrated. Yeah, it's kind of a montage.
Exactly. End of the day, with the nose pointing down, Uto gets out of the classroom after a quick talk with the teacher, and gets walks toward Werner. I won't be able to play if I carry on like this, if my grades go down like this.
Well, I'm right there with you, buddy. It's just the one for me, but it's enough.
So that's not possible. Maybe I was thinking we could train anyway, but my parents will be furious, will rage if I'm dropped and I don't tell them.
What if we say we're doing a study group, and like maybe we can talk about volleyball and school subjects, you know, at the, you know, practice, and talk about, you know, I'm sure that Dale can figure out how to do that.
Well, we can lie about it, but that won't. That
you know, what's a lie? You know, right? Like, if somebody says, you know, how do I look in this outfit? And you say, oh, I love your shoes. You know, right? Like, you're not telling them you don't like their outfit. You're just, you know, you're just pointing out what you like, right? So it's not a lie if we say we're having a study group and we study and work on volleyball at the same time, right?
Yeah, but you know, that doesn't seem serious. Like, Sky would do that, lying about stuff, being late, not succeeding at school. That's not like us.
Let's see. You know, some people are a certain way, and then sometimes a certain way finds people.
You're right. That's life. That's how. So
I'm starting to see this whole thing as a rigged game. So we got to do whatever we got to do to succeed.
Okay. So we are checking the list with lying. Maybe we could steal the keys to the gym.
I don't know. I think we could, we could have practice and just tell our parents that we're, we're doing a study group.
Yeah, but we won't have the gym for the night, and we need to work all night, nearly all night long, if we want to succeed.
Oh, yeah, maybe, I don't know, go to a park or something. Maybe we should steal the keys. You know what? In for a penny, in for a pound.
Oh, I despair. Uto's despairing. That's it.
Wait, I feel like I'm not using the moves enough here. I'm sorry. I'm not engaging with the system enough.
I counted 3 tokens for you, at least for the flashbacks.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, flashbacks are the upstarts in the upstarts set list. So whenever you have a flashback to before you join the team, you can get a token for that. And what else is there? I mean, show your weaknesses in the basics or techniques of the game is a good one to think about. And the next one, observe another player's technique and then gush about why it's inspiring to you. I think those are all kind of good ones on the sets. And then the spikes, yeah, there's some good ones there too.
I guess I could say I'm spending a token to do what was it? Make someone question what they thought was possible. It's my speech to Udo.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah. To me, you really changed my way of thinking about scenes.
So do we want to? Do we think Sky is? Do we want to see like a domestic scene for Sky getting into trouble or being told off for bad grades, or do we want to cut straight to Bubble Tea?
I think we want to cut straight to Bubble Tea. I don't think Sky has that much trouble at home, really, because he's dyslexic. That's a fact. That teacher doesn't understand. Fine. Otherwise, he's okay in school. Not great, but okay enough. And I think he's pretty chill parents, actually. He's not too worried about the whole thing. He thinks he's going to be a structural engineer or anything, and all you need for that is math. And math is easy. So basically math is like skateboarding.
Okay. Also geometry.
Yeah, it's kind of geometry. That's you might make the argument that math is geometry and volleyball is geometry, and then you might have won his interest. Anyway, but right now he's like coming up to you and say, "Hey, Dale, you want to go and have a cup of boba tea with me? I mean, just there's a new shop."
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, and I think I didn't realize. Yeah, didn't realize you were a customer there.
But sure. I mean, it's right up the. Have you seen the banisters on the stairs that go down there? Have you seen them, man? I nearly broke my neck there.
Wait a minute, you skateboarded down the banisters?
Sure thing. I mean, that's what they're there for, right?
Inside the cafe?
No, outside of the cafe. Of course, not inside. I mean, they'd have a cow. No.
Wow.
Also,
okay.
they're too short. I mean, just 4 stairs is boring. Anybody can
Wow.
a baby can do 4 steps. Come on. My sister does 4 steps.
Wow. Okay.
And she's 10.
4 steps. Yeah. Just like that's so babyish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You get it. You get it.
Yeah. On the skateboard.
Yeah. Yes, of course, on the skateboard. I mean,
Okay.
how else are you going to do it? Like, without would be kind of hard, right? If you balanced on the banister. I mean, could try if that would impress someone.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Dale is kind of completely discombobulated by this discussion. He can't imagine how you can do any of this stuff on a skateboard.
I wish we could use skateboards with volleyball. I feel it's kind of a missed opportunity here. If everybody was on a skateboard, it would be a lot more fun, and you could little obstacles and still kind of smash around the ball. That would be awesome, wouldn't it? And you probably don't think it would be awesome.
How high can you jump
on a skateboard?
Yeah, on a skateboard.
Let's see. It depends on where I'm coming from, but I think 2 meters, basic, sure. I mean, I need a head start, of course. I can't just from the ground. But...
Okay, because that's like on a court. I'm thinking like if you were on the court, how?
Yeah, you need a bigger court. You need kind of a soccer field and an obstacle so you can go down a pipe or something. So you can jump real high. But if you could, and then could hit a ball and then come down and maybe do a backflip or something, that would be so awesome.
So really what we need to do is set up a net on one of those half pipes.
And then we need to jump over. I don't know. Is that we need to think about this a little bit more.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it's fine anyway. I mean, it's a school sport, right? You do it for grades, basically.
Oh, I mean, I guess it kind of counts, but not really.
No, I mean, volleyball counts. These grades count. Don't tell me they don't count. Don't tell me I've been in this team for the whole time and the grades don't count. Come on, Dave. Don't break my heart.
Sky, the grades you get in volleyball are the most important thing you can ever do in this school.
I'm pretty sure I have a couple of teachers who will disagree with you on that.
What do they know?
How to spell bright, how to spell parliament, apparently.
Okay. So, yeah, I think maybe we finally sit down to order some tea.
Yes.
I think, I mean, Sky knew that Dale was a big fan of this place, or at least of bubble tea. So I think, you can kind of see when he's ordering that they have like a loyalty card that is, even though this place only opened last week, they've got like 8 out of 10 loyalty stamps already punched or whatever. So 2 more means a completed card.
Ooh,
so
wow.
So Dale will buy the tea for the 2 of us.
Cool. Oh, thank you.
So is this like a sit-in, or do we like walk out, or sit in a step, or what?
I think
what
we
does
sit
Sky
on the
prefer?
steps.
Okay.
We sit on the steps and just watch people go by, and Sky will come maybe a little closer. And I say, Dale, I have a question. Okay, it's kind of an odd one, but
Yeah. So when you're launching to do a serve or a spike, you gotta cut out your goofy stance. I know that's a thing in skateboarding. You kind of lead with your left sometimes, but you can't. You gotta go standard. You gotta go orthodox. You know,
Uh-huh.
cut that goofy
Uh-huh.
shit out.
Yeah.
That's
No.
not what you're going to ask me, is it?
No.
Oh.
No. I mean, I'm. You're so dedicated. I mean, only thing I'm dedicated about is the skateboard, and that won't buy me grades. But no, that was not what I was going to ask you. What I was going to ask you is what it's volleyball all you want from me. I couldn't read you, and I wanted to know if you want anything else, more or kind of personal stuff, because I kind of like you.
Oh, well, I was gonna say like the thing that is awesome about you is like the not volleyball stuff. I mean, I'm already like the best volleyball player in the district, so
Yeah.
you probably can't be good enough at volleyball to impress me. That's just sorry, but yeah, the skateboarding is like, and you're kind of cool.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Did that answer the question? No.
Maybe. I'm cool with that. I think. Yeah. We'll see where it goes. Right.
Okay. Plus, your hair is awesome. That's most important.
I know.
I mean, it's like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I put a lot of work into it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like that when I get up out of bed. It's all over the place. Not in a good way.
Okay. Well, guess I'll have to find that out for myself.
Yeah, I guess. You want to go somewhere, maybe?
I mean, I don't know. Like, you mean like to a skate park or?
No, I mean, like, I know this little beach there, and there's a bench, and we could sit there and watch the ocean, and the ocean is very volleyball. Promise you.
Okay.
Pinky swear.
Pinky swear.
Come on.
I mean, it's been a while since I've done a pinky swear.
Can do a pinky swear there, and then you can find out what my hair feels like if you want to.
Oh, okay.
And I think we can cut the scene there, right?
Yeah.
If they go off. You don't need to spell it out anymore.
No, but I think Dale is like definitely maybe like a rabbit in the headlamps. If you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Is not quite sure how he engineered this or got engineered into this.
Truth be told,
he is terrible at flirting mostly.
Yeah,
we've established.
And I think that's a set by Sabine. Help your teammate with something they're terrible at.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, also, I think I asked, what do you want from me? Because I did that. Yeah. And maybe I also described the quiet jealousy that I felt because, I mean, you are so much into this. This is kind of awesome. I'm a bit jealous of you.
Okay, cool.
And there was an hint of ask by Dale. Don't know. Alia. Thing like, why can't we understand each other? Or will you teach me about the skate? Mm-hmm. That's me interpreting the scene with the grid.
Will you teach me is also kind of the whole where are we going? What's going on? Yeah. That felt like will you teach me? That was cool.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you take a token for your rival that you introduced?
I did. Yeah.
Cool.
So let me mark an extra token for that gormless flirting. And yeah, cool. So like you say, I think it's a good chance to swap scenes. Do we want to see Werner and Udo do some practice or talk or do anything else during the night while they're supposed to be studying?
Yeah, I think I'm always in for a practice scene. That can, what do you say, Darren?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Yeah. Why don't you take the lead?
Okay, so we're in the gym. It's night. There's the we have the light of 2 mobile phones to not attract attention, because if we light all the gym, we will get caught. So we got the keys somehow. we won't tell how. And by the light of our phones, we have a portion, 2 small portions of the field that are cut from the darkness in a yellow light. And what do we do? Well, mostly I set a new spike, because what could we do with 2 players? And probably we've got a new technique. It contrasts with what Dale and you were doing last time. It's something that you learned that time, something that will baffle the defense line. What is it? Well, maybe directing your spike one side and then next the other. That's like a feint. Simple as that?
Yeah, and we make some attempts to talk about school subjects. Like Werner does a bad job of explaining like Pythagorean theorem or something like that.
Oh, I see. We've got the field with invisible lines on it. The volley, the lines on the field, and we add some geometrical lines on it. Imaginary, or maybe with real, with the writing on the field itself. It's because it's supposed to be practical. So we're putting marks. No writing, no, with just duct tape here and there. And we are making something of that field that is more geometry.
Yeah, like dividing half of the volleyball court into 2 triangles. I think this might be, let's see here, role-playing as talented but still learning, balance showing off your gifts while still being impressed by your teammates. So, he also mentions like, hey, I think your sets are getting a lot better. Like the angle is it's like almost perfectly 90 degrees. It's great.
Well, I got that from this cheerleader at Tokugawa High School. You know, she taught me a lot of things about the way to move and stuff. It was quick, but really, she's a master or a mistress.
Oh, okay, yeah. Do you think she likes you?
Oh, I never thought of that, but Elise, you know, she's so wonderful.
Yeah, she is.
What, do you know her?
I do. We haven't spoken since you know what, so.
And would you like to?
You know, I don't think that's what she wants or would have happened. And she seemed pretty pro expulsion, we'll put it that way.
Oh, that's hard.
Yeah, you know, as I was saying, some people are a certain way and some people have a certain way handed to them. Am I getting too dramatic? I'm sorry.
Now, I don't know her very well, but that sounds not like the girl I know. Being hard with you. How
I'm
come?
sure.
What did you do to get expelled?
Well, there was, let's say, a soccer accident, and I was pretty much told that I did it on purpose, and somebody got injured. So, yep, that's it, you know. You know, if the rich kid comes home with a bloody nose, it's, you know, it's over for somebody like me.
But then she didn't know you who you really are, who you are, because you're not like that, really.
You know, I think she was under a lot of pressure, you know, like from her parents and her friends. And yeah. Um, who knows, though? What's done is done.
Anyway, you will see her for the next match.
True enough. Yep. I think I'm just going to try and, you know, kind of, you know, I'm going to like block that out, you know, like the person on the news program, you know, their face is all, what do you call that? Pixelated? Yeah.
Yeah, you put that on the side.
Yep. Wait, now I'm imagining her with that like weird voice they give those people, like, you know, like, I can't reveal my identity. I don't want to do that. Yeah. Okay, all right. Let's get back to geometry and volleyball.
Right. So
So do we just seem like a good place to wrap up for the match?
It's a good way to cut.
So yeah, I think maybe let's do next time on Volley Boys for next week. Let's pick two again, because give us a bit of extras. So yeah, who? Like, I guess we need to have that match. We need to have that game against our rivals for sure.
Is it a training match, maybe? Or do we get squashed?
I feel like maybe we want to lose on a technicality or barely, maybe we want a little bit of.
I like the technicality because we're playing against these rich kids, and maybe they have somehow the umpires maybe within their pocket, and then we lose not because we're failed, oddly enough, but because they weren't that good. Yeah. They just have the umpire in their pocket because they're fucking rich. I'm sorry, excuse my language, because they're rich.
Yeah, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
And anything else for next episode?
Ooh, we could get a new coach, meet a new mentor.
Yeah.
That might be interesting to see who he favors. I mean, we haven't seen our current coach. Maybe we haven't had one. Maybe we get a new coach, and then we get a little better, and then we get really good at that match, and we still lose.
Yeah. Let's take that. So
kind of
meet a new mentor.
Yeah. And afterwards, for the next ones, we can select cry and cry.
We can check that box twice.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Because we've lost.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. So, sorry, do you want to say something, Nicola?
No, I just found it. Meet a new mentor. It escaped me all this time, but now I can see it.
Yeah, I guess this is for the team though. So yeah, I guess. Although maybe there's a crossover with Uto's mentor, Elise. Yeah.
I don't know. It's totally different.
Yeah. Okay. So I will stop the recording and then we will do a quick debrief.